It's Sunday afternoon, September 8th, 2019. Hurricane Dorian should be making its way across Newfoundland to the northwest right now. I'm in southeast Newfoundland, still kind of near St. John's, and it's breezy here. There are strong wind gusts, but overall it's not that severe. I'm exploring the Avalon Peninsula right now, trying to find a secluded and sheltered place to camp somewhere inland. I'm not sure how much luck I'm going to have, but I'm going to try. Scouting. That saturated stretch of road leads to a levee or a canal of sorts. It's not drivable anyway, so I'm going to press onward. Very cool old van. I wish I could go back in time and see the very day it drove into its final resting place. It's totally surrounded by mature trees today, so there's no conceivable way. Must have been there for a long time. Decent place to camp near the hydro dam, but not today. It's an interesting route, but this bridge isn't remotely suitable for the Jeep. And beyond that, the trail degrades very much into an ATV trail. So I'm gonna have to turn around, and that's okay because I'm not out of options. terminates at a lake with another hydro dam. There's a couple fire rings, so it'd be an awesome place to spend the night, but not in the wake of a hurricane. So I'm gonna backtrack and find a flat spot in a wooded area I saw a little ways back. Just in case that wasn't audible, the road terminates at a lake with another hydro dam. And I can't spend the night there tonight because it's just too windy, so I'm gonna backtrack to a flat spot that I saw between some trees. Should be somewhat calmer there. I'm all settled in for the night, and I think I'm going to sleep well. That was more adventure than I was expecting this evening, which was a pleasant surprise. That route was 13 kilometers long, and it was beautifully scenic and moderately technical. Definitely recommended, despite the dead end. So I'm going to call it a night. Tomorrow, which is Monday, I'm going to spend a lot of time on pavement and head northwest, I think. It's Monday morning and I slept great last night. I love backcountry camping like this, just going deep into the wilderness and setting up the camper. You don't see a soul. I'm returning to pavement. I've got to air up, pick up a truck light headlight that's waiting for me at a shop, and then log some miles to northern Newfoundland. So it's going to be a pretty busy day. Try to make the old one look as new as possible. Alright, headlight situation is sorted. The new one is a little bit more crisp and clear than the old one, but that'll even out when I get some crud on it. I spent a lot of time on the highway today, and it's getting late, so I'm in central Newfoundland looking for a place to camp. Driving down a narrow track that someone recently embiggened. just wide enough for the Jeep. I'm hoping I find something. If not, there was a spot that I saw back there that would do for the night, but it's nothing remarkable. Hey, this is getting too narrow. Alright, nothing fancy for dinner tonight. I'm making a cold sandwich. This is chicken, marble cheese, spinach leaves, and I have more marble cheese, wheat thins, and a beverage. So I'm aiming for the northern peninsula of Newfoundland around St. Anthony, and the drive from St. John's to St. Anthony is around 9 hours, give or take. And I'm not even halfway done. I was dragging my feet today. This goes here. Goes up here. While the campsite itself isn't very glamorous, the wind is down for the first time in days. I hear running water in the distance. It's secluded and peaceful, so this is going to be great. Plus, I have strong LTE, so what can I watch on Netflix? I'm pretty sure something was grazing outside the camper last night. It was dead quiet. Could have been caribou or moose. I didn't get a look because if I had unzippered a window, I would have scared it away. I have 6 hours of highway driving ahead of me today, once I return to pavement. So I need to keep up the pace. Come on, man. I'm heading out a different way that I came in, and the road's fairly rough. It's definitely a four-wheel drive route. I'm hoping it goes through. I just encountered a fallen tree, which I quickly moved out of the way. So we're making good headway. I'm at Arches Provincial Park, a coastal formation along the Viking Trail on Route 430, heading up the northern peninsula into Newfoundland. It's just a small park, but beautiful formations. $5 p.m. on Tuesday near St. Barb, Newfoundland, and I'm having linguine for dinner with meat sauce. I forget when and where I got it, but I got canned pasta sauce. When I was looking, I couldn't find any small jars anywhere. Some spinach. You can never have too many greens, right? While I was driving today, I came up with a game plan. It's Tuesday night in St. Barb, and this is where the ferry departs to Labrador. So on my way here, I stopped at the ferry terminal and I picked up this ferry schedule. I decided that I'm going to make a reservation for the 1 p.m. ferry on Saturday. That's September 15th. So that gives me Wednesday and Thursday to finish up my business in Newfoundland, do some more exploring, and then next week I'll start anew in Labrador. But for now, I'm going to settle in for the night, and tomorrow I'll probably head over to St. Anthony. An old water bomber serving as a memorial in St. Anthony. I love this. I had to look this place up online, but it's an old radar station built by the U.S. Air Force in the 1950s, and it's on the mountain above St. Anthony. It's nothing but a bunch of foundations and overgrowth now, but still very cool. Large concrete pad, probably an old garage. Wouldn't be a bad place to pop the camper for the night, but it's still way too early. I'm gonna mark it. Using Backroad Mapbooks Canada, I found this short four-wheel drive track that led to this secluded rocky cove. And it's beautiful. There's no one else here. It's very colorful. It's a little slice of heaven. I should start keeping count of these things. Wow. Someone really worked hard on this. How do you steer? I really like the curtains. The floral pattern really gives it a homey feel. Plus, there were some wall sconces in there that was really nice. Just a classy touch for a rustic schoolie. I'm at Goose Cove, south of St. Anthony. Just extremely photogenic. What a beautiful day. Although I have food on my mind, so I think I'm gonna go back to St. Anthony and find something to eat.
They also have the front. So they're listed right there, and they're $10.
After a delicious dinner at Lightkeeper's Seafood Restaurant in St. Anthony, I decided to come back up to the old radar base where I popped the camper. The first time I came through here, I thought, man, this would be the perfect spot, and I'm still in the area, so it just makes a lot of sense. It's Thursday morning, and it is my last day to explore Newfoundland. Tomorrow I have to get this video out, and Saturday I have to catch a ferry. So it's bittersweet. I've had some amazing experiences. But I'm ready to move on to Labrador before it gets much colder out. The temperatures are falling fast. It's been as low as the 30s Fahrenheit at night, and right now it's in the 50s during the day, all week. I had a wonderful evening on the old concrete foundation. It was very quiet and I had no visitors. Today I'm going to wander north to the northern tip of the island and see what I can find. But one thing that I also have to take care of is my potable water is getting low. One Rotopax is empty and my Nemo Helio is almost there as well. So that's something that I'd like to take care of. I'm at Lancel Meadows, a National Historic Site in northern Newfoundland. 1,000 years ago, a Viking expedition from Greenland landed here and established a colony. The colony was discovered in 1960, and it is the only authenticated Viking colony in North America. These buildings are replicas that they first started building in 1978, and then they opened to the public in 1980.
A leer or a liar? Yeah.
And this looks like
Well, this is what it's modeled from. Yeah. Yeah.
But then wine, you're over here in Vinland, so you can make wine. You make it and you drink it for Yule time.
okay.
So this here, well, not necessarily, you can make an axe for a family.
That was so cool. I had no idea what to expect when I walked into that hut. And when I walked in, I had the camera rolling, so what you saw was the first thing that I saw. There was a gentleman playing the lyre, which is a musical instrument, and he was just a visitor. So the Norse woman was really impressed, and she got out her phone and started recording video herself. I'm at Burnt Cape Ecological Reserve, and it's just a big bald peninsula with a gravel road at the top. There is nothing up here, it's just a protected and very photogenic landscape. This is by far one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. What an awesome way to bid Newfoundland farewell. That's exactly what I'm going to do. It's Thursday night, so I'm going to call that a wrap. Last week I mentioned that I'll be traveling north into Labrador, and in the event that I can't find internet access at the end of the week where I can publish my video, I'm going to post a status update using this. It's a Garmin inReach, and it's a satellite communicator, so I can post to my Facebook page or my Twitter account from absolutely anywhere. So if you don't see my episode at the end of the week, check my Facebook page because you might see a status update. Otherwise, I'm going to try to get the videos out like normal. But as always, thank you all for following along. Onward to Labrador.